Great day, beautiful people. Come on into the room. Super elated that you are here for our 30-day identity shift challenge. We are now on day 14 of our 30 days, and you have arrived. If this is your first time coming in, grab your pen and notepad. It is the time and season. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you find the first 13 days to be impeccable, because it was, and it still is, and it's still thriving. Come on in. I am super elated. Let's go ahead and grab 10 of your peers, about 20 of your close friends, because we are live and we are, let me tell you, the last week and a half has been mind blowing. It has been disrupting. If you've been finding yourself somewhere in the fork of the road and you're wondering why you're stagnated, you're in the right room. The identity shift, how to be able to leverage your voice. We're going to go so deep into the deep end, mark deep into the comments, because I want to challenge you as your coach. As for those who are maybe coming in and maybe don't know who I am Ruth McCracken, the founder of Promote Yourself. I help aspired to executive professionals and entrepreneurs attract six figures and seven figures by including godly principles. That's right. And so right now, we have now arrived to day 14 of our 30-day identity shift challenge. Can you believe we're already halfway through week 2? Come on, somebody. Let me know that you are with me. Thank you for all coming in. It is so delightful to have you in the room. Today isn't about learning about somehow something new or how do I fixate this, Ruth. It's about positioning. It's about aligning. And today is about connecting everything we've learned this week, because information without reflection rarely creates transformation. So before I teach, let's go ahead. Before I teach, I want to coach. Is that okay? Can I get some live hearts here so I can know that your heart is in alignment? It's in rhythm nation with me. Let's go ahead, Rochelle. This is for you. So let's begin with the question, because I like to start with a question, Brooke. How many of you, yes, are still waiting for your promotion? How many of you may be waiting for an interview? Maybe perhaps you are waiting for a client, Angel, or perhaps a business breakthrough. Let me get some hearts to let me know that you are in the room of this 30-day identity shift. Or maybe seeking a relationship. Go ahead, put me in the comments. Put me in the comments if that's you, that you are in the right room. I'm going to help you understand that your voice in this season matters. Your voice is your currency. Your voice is what's going to help activate and shift your atmosphere. But in order for you to shift your atmosphere, you got to go in the deep. You have to go from within. Some of you are seeking healing, maybe from a past relationship. Perhaps maybe you got demoted or got laid off, or you quit your actual position. Put waiting in the comments if that's you, that you're waiting for this breakthrough. You're waiting for the relationship. You're waiting for the next pivot in your career. How many of you ever thought, though, I'll become more confident when I get that promotion? I'll be able to remove myself in that toxic relationship when I see proof in my own growth, maybe proof in my promotion, or once I become more peaceful, once I get that job, I'll be more at rest. Is that you? Is that you, Barb? You are definitely in the right room. You're definitely in the right room. Or I'll become more disciplined. I like this one. This is my favorite. I'll become more disciplined once life slows down. Maybe perhaps your schedule is so packed. You're a soccer mom, or you're a dad of 3 boys, and you sit in the C-suite, but lo and behold, your plate is so full that you don't give yourself grace to even take time for self. Type me in the comments. Listen, you're in the right room at the right time. I'm not here to play with you. If you feel like, well, Ruth, you already arrived to day 14. How do I catch up through day 1 through 13? You can, my friend. The link is in the bio. It's already uploaded in the YouTube. You can definitely go back and binge. I'm going to tell you, it's going to transform you. You're going to find the problem is we don't sit long enough with self to understand where did I fall short? Where did I see myself not missing the mark when it comes to my finances? Or perhaps I'm trying so hard to apply for these jobs, but yet I'm not getting a call back. Job after job. What if waiting is actually preparation for many of you? So, the topic for today, go ahead and grab your pen and paper because it's going to be so good. The topic for today is, who are you becoming while you're waiting? Welcome in, everybody. Again, this is Ruth McCracken. I'm so elated that you are here in the 30-day identity shift challenge. Let me know that you're here by pressing love and hearts. I am gifting you with this masterclass. Go ahead and become serious. Let's go and lean in. Put I'm leaning in, Ruth, in the comments. Say I'm leaning in, Noel, because this is for you to know that I'm here to activate what's been dormant. You already have can I tell you a secret? May I tell you a secret? You already have the key to unlocking the chambers of your currency to help unlock the stagnant in your current path. You already have the missing puzzle. The question you want to ask yourself is, what am I missing? What is it that I need to do to get connected to that missing puzzle? Who do I need to see myself as in order to champion to that next higher position? You see the difference? So, what if waiting is actually your preparation in this particular journey, James? What if? Let's think differently. What if God isn't making you wait? Come on, somebody. Let's go ahead and aggravate. I believe God is the true creator in aggravating the algorithm. Come on, somebody. And so with you coming in here and joining with me in this room is a powerhouse. This masterclass is going to help you remove some of the thought process that was holding you back, because you're now knowing how to leverage your mouth. You're now knowing how to vocalize what seems to not be coming into pass by calling it out, by commanding it to come forth, by commanding it to come into your reality. Your voice is your currency. Use. So what if he's developing you and he's helping you transform your voice? Waiting feels passive, doesn't it sometimes, Nanny? It feels passive. Preparation is activation. It's activating you. It's removing the veil from your eyes so you can see who you're becoming, who you're being in the now. You don't have to wait to 2028, 20 or 2030 to see who you're becoming. Are you with me? So here's my question. Let me know if you're alive and well. While you've been waiting, who have you been coming in the waiting? Donica, walk with me to James 1:4. Let's go there with me now. James 1:4. Is this good? Are you able to see where this is going? I want you to stick with me to the end, because I'm going to have something for you that's going to help you catalyst to the next level. I declare and decree that you're no longer going to feel that you're moving in this slow. Ever see a movie and it's going slow motion? You're like, when are you going to get to the next screen? Because the action becomes so intense that the actual vibration of that framework went in slow motion, because they want you to feel it. Say, I'm feeling it right now, Ruth. I am feeling it because I am tired. If that is you, I'm going to help you activate and remove the veil so you can be able to catalyst, so you can promote yourself and no longer use your words to be your weapon. We're going to go ahead and create new ammunition with our words. Our identity aligns more better when we have the right communication, when the sentence is your salary. Do you know that, Michelle? Can I tell you a secret? How you create new sentences every time you get on the phone with a peer or your coworker or your team member? Ask yourself this simple question. What type of sentences am I conversing with on an ongoing basis? What sentences am I saying? Because your sentence is your salary. Check your bank account. That's the sentences you've been building and building all this time. James 1 verse 4. Let's get the word, because I told you we apply it by the word, because the word is flesh. The word became flesh. Do you agree? Let me know that you agree that the word became flesh. Say the word became flesh. James 1 4. It says, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. The why you're not seeing things come to pass, notice this. Why things are not coming to pass. Patience isn't punishment, it's preparation. The way you frame your words in this season is what's going to help you break free from the actual poverty mindset that many of us been operating in for 3 years in that role, for 5 years in that missing that promotion. Why am I keep missing promotion? Why I keep getting rejected when I know I have the skill sets? Is that you, Angela? I want you to do me a favor. Grab your pen, grab your notepad, because that's what I said in the beginning of our live today, because we're here to really dig deep. And we want to recognize, where do we see the problem? If we don't recognize the problem, how else can you get the solution? Come on. Let's get ready to dig deeper. So now I want you to put this on the paper. When you get a piece of paper, on the left side, I want you to go ahead and put waiting. Write waiting on the left column of your form, of your paper. And on the right, write becoming. Let me know that you have put that. Put done in the comments once you've done that. Put done. Let me know by hitting done in the comments. Let's go, everybody. Let's aggravate the aggravator. Let me see some hearts coming in. Let me know, because we're having a live conversation. Yes? Now, I want to ask you, which side have you spending more time? Oh, I'm waiting on my promotion. I'm waiting for my next the evaluation with my manager, or perhaps I'm waiting for my partner, or potentially my partner, to go ahead and propose to me. Put waiting or becoming, or you're already becoming that spouse. You're already becoming that wife to be. You're perhaps already becoming that senior executive, or you're becoming that senior vice president. In the left or the right column, you're going to write who those 3 things that you're looking to see yourself come through. Maybe you're changing your wardrobe. Maybe you're shifting the way you communicate, how you articulate your words. Remember, I told you your words is your currency. Say, my words is my currency. How I communicate, what I say matters. It carries weight. We're no longer getting on the Amtrak bus. The Amtrak bus has not been able to get us farther enough that we needed to get in this season. Therefore, we have now removed the luggages, because we're not going into the next level with a whole bunch of baggages. We're not getting our identity to be confused and get all back into entanglement with the old self. So therefore, we're going to remove some of the baggage. My baggage is going to be a white weekender, and it's lightweight. Say it's a lightweight weekender, because in order for you to get from the Amtrak to the private jet, we're going to carry lightweight. Say, I'm coming in through lightweight. I'm going to have my white weekender. And in my white weekender, what are you going to have? Say, what's in your white weekender? I'm glad you asked. It's going to have the proper tools. It's going to have the proper word, the book in session with me, the materials and the apparel. I'm going to carry light apparels, because in this season, who I'm becoming is my money, is my way of magnetizing what I desire. I don't no longer have to want. There's no need for you to want. You already have what you desire. The question is, what is it do I need to say in order to bring it into the now? Because who you're becoming has to know how to articulate and communicate, because your communication is your currency as well. Your sentences align with your salary. I can get to 250K. I can get to 350K. I also can get to 1 million. But the question is, what does your sentence say these days? What are you developing out of your mouth? There was a reason. There was a season in my life. Can we have a heart to heart? Is this a safe space? Is this a safe space? Let's go. Let me know in the comments that this is a safe space. And let's go ahead and elevate and continue to give me some hearts. Let me know that your heart is in my heartbeat. Let me know that we're in the same rhythm here. Let's go, somebody. So there was a season in my own career when I kept asking God. How many of you all have been asking God for the last 2 months, the last 3 months, maybe perhaps the last 3 years? When, Father? When? When will the opportunity come? That was me back in 2015. When will things change? When will things change, Father? When will I see the breakthrough? Is that you? Put me in the comments, Christine. Was that you? Or is that you? Then one morning during my prayer, because prayer, how many of you all believe that prayer is not something from the ancestors' days? Prayer is powerful. Prayer is your access point. Prayer is how you perform or position your petition in the gates of heavenly places, how you communicate with heavenly authority. Come on, somebody. So the one morning during prayer, see gates, I felt impressed with a different question. Put question in the comments. I felt impressed with a different question. That's maybe some of our problem right there. What question are you asking yourself these days? Ruth, who are you becoming while you wait? That was the key. That was the missing puzzle. I said, wait a minute. Who am I becoming? That question, my friend, changed everything. It changed everything. It changed how I viewed myself. It changed how I view my situation. It allowed me to move away from looking at my current framework or my current reality and start to pivot on who am I becoming, and pulling that version of me into the now, because I stopped measuring my life by what hadn't happened. How many of you, Pauline, is that you? Let me know by hitting the hearts. Do you measure your life with what you currently have right now that you don't have? Like, man, I don't have the promotion. I don't have the 250K in my bank account. I don't think I'm ever going to be equipped to do so. If that is you, put me in the comments. And I started measuring it by who I was becoming. My confidence started growing. My leadership grew. My peace. How many of you want your peace to grow? My peace grew. Glory. Even before my circumstances changed, I started to speak life. I started declaring. I started commanding. You got to speak to the mountain. You got to speak to your bills. You got to speak to your circumstances. You got to speak to your circumstances as though it's already there, as though you're already walking into your commanding center. Your mouth is your command center. You got to learn how to operate in your command. What is it that I need to say in order to shift that mountain? The word said it so adequately. It said it so accurately. Speak to the mountain and the mountain shall move. But you got to learn, what mountain are you addressing in this season? Is it the mountain of doubt, the mountain of anxiety, the mountain of grief, the mountain of resentment? Your identity cannot be dissolved if you don't address your current situation. So let me ask you a question. I want you to finish this sentence in the comments. Let's go ahead, people. I want you to go ahead and aggravate and finish the sentence in the comments. While I'm waiting, God is teaching me blank. What is God teaching you in this season, Michael? Put it in the comments what you're waiting. While I'm waiting, God is teaching me maybe patience. While I'm waiting, God is teaching me how to declare and decree. While I'm waiting, what? God is shifting my word pattern. God is what? While I'm waiting. You see where I'm going with this? So I'm giving you some examples because I need you to go ahead and engage. Okay? And so I want you to reflect with me. Let me know that you want to see a shift in your identity. Let me know in the comments, put in shift because it's very critical. In order to activate who you're looking to become, you have to learn how to follow through. Are you catching this? You have to be able to execute. I'm not going to be in front of you long, but this is where you become where. How do I manifest my situation in order to shift this atmosphere? Your words is what's going to do that. How you communicate is your currency. Through your words, you're going to manifest your promotion. Through your words, you're going to manifest your clients. Your clients, you don't have to go chasing clients. You don't have to go chasing a job or a position. It comes to you. How do you do so? When you stop long enough to look back, you realize you've grown more than you thought. Why? Because growth is difficult to see while you're living in it. That's why the power of your mouth has to be open according to Psalm 118:10. Open up your mouth wide open so that I may fill it up. Remember, I'm the one that took you out of Egypt. Remember, I'm the one that took you out of the wilderness. That was the word. Thank you, love. Let's go ahead and hit the hearts. Help me get this elevation up. I just come in and I'm only going to be with you just a little bit longer. And thank you, Matthew, for coming and making your blueprint, making your footprint recognizable in the algorithm. Touch and agree with me by letting the hearts get to about 1,000 hearts will recognize that you are in Rhythm Nation with me. Is that all right? We are in Rhythm Nation, Matthew. Now here's the missing clue. When you acknowledge progress, your mind begins believing, I really am changing. I really am seeing the proof in the pudding when it comes to my bank accounts. I'm speaking to my bills, and my bills are getting paid. How they're getting paid is not my problem. It's what I say, is what I command, is how I'm positioning, is how I'm stirring up what's in front of me, what's in the midst of holding me back. I speak to it and say, move out the way because heavenly gates is waiting for my command. In order for the gates to open in heavenly realms, what are you saying today? What sentences is going to help you activate your next promotion? It's going to help you activate getting those interviews this week. Before you get your foot off the bed today, your identity can no longer be held hostage if your mouth stays locked. This is not the time to keep your mouth locked up. Do you understand? You want your mind to start believing you? Shift the way you speak. Your speak is your the way you speak and what you say really, it's really what the words that are coming out your mouth. You don't have to sound like a loud trumpet. You can sound like a whisper. It's all about how you're vibrating in rhythm with the words that are coming out of your mouth. Are you pulling this in? Say, I'm pulling this in. I'm grabbing it. I'm taking a grip to this because I no longer want to be locked into poverty. I no longer see myself in poverty. I am abundance. I am life. I am a CEO. As a matter of fact, I hear God saying in the next 48 hours, I'm going to shift my identity by the way I communicate. My communication center has now been activated. Everything that comes in my mouth is shifting my finances. Everything that's aligned with what my words are saying is fixated to my promotion. Everything that I say that is coming out of my mouth is now in position how my business is being operated, how my channels are being connected with my words. That not only would it build confidence, it would remove the fake confidence out the way. Evidence-based confidence is what you need. In order for you to walk in confidence, you need evidence. So how are you going to get, what do I need to do to get evidence, Ruth? What is it that I need to start presenting in or walking into in order for my identity to become a new version of self in the now? Simple. Every time you recognize growth, what are you doing? You're teaching your mind to look for possibilities instead of limitation. Quit thinking, oh my gosh, I only have 3 more days or I have 3 more weeks in order to go ahead and clear this deal or in order to get a deal so I can remove some of this mountain of whatever this is, mountain of decisions or mountain of debt or mountain of whatever that is, whatever that mountain is, you gotta identify it, you gotta address it. You can't dismiss it, you can't avoid it. You have to address it, friend. Drea, we're in the mission of looking at the problem and speaking to the mountain. In order to do that, your decisions have to become real with your words. Demand your words to work in your favor, even when you don't see it in the now. Your environment, the atmosphere cannot shift. Love big. Let me tell you something. Get me to 1,000. I'm going to share something. Do you want to be able to eradicate the cage that's inside of you, which is your heart? Your heart is locked up because it's backing up by your cage, your rib cage. Your body is your vessel. So the question you want to ask yourself is, what is it going to take for me to be in alignment, to be in rhythm with my body in order to shift what's out here? Well, I'm glad you asked. In order to shift what's out here internally in terms of your bills, in terms of your promotion, in terms of how you position yourself as a manager, now you're ready to get into a senior director role, but you don't have the proper education, Linda. Maybe you feel like you need to go back to school and get higher education. I coached a professional, and in order to shift that, before I get to what I'm sharing, is you must command your atmosphere with the proper words. You cannot manifest money or wealth if you do not operate in the right sentences. If you're not creating the right sentences out of your mouth, listen, your mouth is your vault. It's your money vault. I cannot make this up. It's law. You're not attracting, you're not wanting to keep chasing after something. You allow the law to come to you. The law is waiting for you to get access by allowing your words to manifest and position in the right frequency. It's not about your emotions. It's about how you're in alignment, in rhythm nation with what your words are saying. Is this making sense? So the main thing, everybody's wondering, well, what's the problem? What is my problem? My problem is I need to continue to leverage my command center. My mouth is my command center. It is my vault to my money problems. It is my vault to my relationship problems. It is my vault to my business situation. It is my vault to who I am becoming. Are you with me? Let me know. I'm with you, Ruth. Mercy, you are in the right room. We are now in our day 14 of our 30-day identity shift challenge. If you feel like, well, wow, how do I catch up with day 1 through day 13? I'm glad you asked. The replay's already set up. Go to the link in the bio and like and follow if you find this is resonating with you. Is this connecting with you, Rita? Because I don't want you to feel that you're missing the mark, because I know that this season we're already almost done with the year. We're halfway done. So I was coaching a professional who was she was the legal chief of her company and wanted to move from being a legal chief to chief of staff. But she was not ready for leadership. Although she was already in leadership, she felt that there was a limitation to getting her to a complete different category. Are you with me, Beth? So I asked, what evidence do you have that's thinking that you have a gap from moving from what your current role is to the next role? I heard nothing but silence. Then we started listing everything she accomplished over the previous years. She led projects. She mentored her managers. She presented to executives. She knows how to communicate effectively. She knows how to influence. She solved difficult problems. So when she started looking, because that's what you're going to be doing too, eventually in your homework assignment. When she started looking at the list, that started activating something in her. She started seeing her value. She started seeing her truth. She started becoming her truth, Tiana. She smiled. She's like, wow, I have an immense list of attributes, of accolades. And here I am thinking that I needed to maybe add more to it in order for me to pivot. Manifesting your wealth is through words. Sharing Share some of the things that you may be challenging that you're looking to pivot into. Is it maybe your next higher end position? Is it maybe getting more romance and bond and connection in your relationship? Is perhaps maybe attracting more deeper pocket clients? She started smiling, right? And Shakira, I've she said, I've been acting already in the position that I'm looking to attract myself into. I just haven't been believing it. Many of you are not believing, Victor, that you have the missing tool. You have the key that's going to unlock the veil to abundance, that's going to unlock you to the veil to removing so you can start magnetizing that money wealth into your now. Sometimes your identity is the last thing to catch up with your growth. Are you with me? Thank you for the hearts. Nadia, I'm telling you right now, in order for you to see that promotion coming and now that $350,000 promotion, you don't have to go back and get a third degree. You don't even need to get a second one. Your mouth is your command. Say, my mouth is my command center. I command and I be in rhythm with what I'm commanding. And therefore, the sentences that are coming out of my mouth is my new salary. Come on, somebody. Are you catching this? Is this good? Put this is good in the comments. Let me know by saying good in the comments. Come on, Nurse Nay. As we wrap up, I want you to review what you've learned this week. Go back and catch the replay. Day 1 through day 13 is already live. And when I tell you, you play that in the background, you elude yourself. You fill your cup up because it's your cup running over season. Because we've learned boundaries, we've learned silence, we learn about people pleasing, Sandy. We even also learn about being present, how you walk into a room, in a boardroom or in a conference room or even at an event, and your presence alone, your aura shifts the atmosphere without even saying a peep. We talked about leadership identity. So powerful, Laura. Now, here's my question. Which one do you need to practice this week? Because when you're going to binge watch, because you know you've been binge watching on Netflix, Prime, you name it. They even have a new app called Angel. I don't know. Catherine, I just believe in you touch and agree by hitting about 500 hearts and let me know that you're no longer going to be holding yourself captive by keeping your mouth closed. You're going to speak it in the atmosphere. You're going to do it 3 times a day. You're going to do it in the morning. You're going to do it in the middle of the afternoon. And you're going to also do it before you lay your head at night. I challenge you to do that. You're going to speak. You're going to address what some of the areas of my life by speaking and commanding it. You're going to bring in the right sentences in order to activate the identity that you're shifting into. Are you with me so far? Because identity isn't built through inspiration. Can I be honest? Identity is built through repetition, through repetition, which is connected to your reputation. So you got to repeat it. It got to be consistent. And it got to be consistent with the right pattern. Your words carry power. They carry your activation. They carry your future self. You want to get the future version of you into the now? Open up your mouth wide open. And it could be as simple as I am my money vault. Money follows me. My identity attracts money to my account because it looks for me based on my talent, based on my skills, based on my mouth, how I wake up. It's waiting for me. It's saying, your wish is my command, Ruth. But my question to you is, when are you going to open up your mouth and communicate and command your center to speak to whatever circumstances that you're looking to shift? Number one, you got to shift you first. Check your posture. What do your posture look like these days? Are you with me? As we wrap up and close, let's walk with me to Romans 12:2. Is this good? Put this is good, good in the comments. Good, good. This is breaking the yoke. We're not holding ourselves captive in this season. It's breaking the chains. It says, be ye. It says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Renewing. And you do this what? Not once. Renewing is daily. Give us this day our daily bread. What was Christ saying in that sentence? Give us this day our daily bread. The Father is saying that your mouth is your daily bread. Give us this day. So I need to open up my mouth so I can command this day to provide the manna. Are you with me? You cannot take, give us this day our daily bread. Give us this day our daily bread. So I got to learn how to open my mouth, is what I'm hearing. Because in order for me to articulate the words that are coming out of my mouth, I have to command it, because the center is saying, give me what you need so I can give you your daily bread. So I can go ahead and replenish your cup. I can replenish your bank account. I can replenish your relationship. I can replenish you to go ahead and be equipped for that senior vice president role. I can replenish you by simply saying, give us this day our daily bread, and open up your mouth, because the word became flesh for a reason. The word had to get access to the flesh because you opened up your mouth. You said, in the beginning was the word, and the word was God, and the word was with God. And what the word did, the word became flesh. So what are you using your words these days to do? I'm done. Let's go ahead. Answer these for me. I want to know, what old identity are you leaving behind? The identity of always thinking I'm always in debt, or always thinking I'm a single parent, I'm doing this all by myself, nobody's helping me. We're leaving that identity in the past. As a matter of fact, she is gone right now in this live. Say, I no longer carry that image or that identity. What new identity are you stepping into, Naya? How else can you champion or activate the new version of you in the now if you're holding on to the one that doesn't even serve you? Say, listen, you don't run and chase money. Money is a servant to you. I no longer chase job applications. I have a strategy. I have a command. I command. You don't have to do 100 applications or 500 applications. Come on, somebody. Am I getting some help here? What conversation will you have differently this week? How will you show up? Are you showing groomed and nicely polished and clean? You don't have to go spend $5,000 in order to show up nice and clean and polished, right? Are you with me? Are you catching this? What boundary will you protect? That's right. You're no longer losing yourself or giving your piece, every piece of yourself to your coworkers, every piece of yourself to your friends and families. You see what I'm saying, Marcia? What opportunity will you stop waiting for and start preparing for? Bring that version of the senior vice president into the now. How is she showing up? What is her dress? What is her communication style? What is her proximity of circle of friends? What is her current habits? The greatest transformation doesn't happen the day you receive the promotion. It happens the day you become the person you can sustain to become. It happens then. You don't have to wait till you get the promotions to start shifting your wardrobe or to start communicating in a way that it starts to become this influencer. No, you do that now, Khadijah. You do that now, Fat Trick. Are you with me? That's identity. That is how you shift your identity. I have to go and I want you all to come with me because I want you to write this. This is your homework assignment. Put this in your notepad because you're going to go back and you're going to really sit down with yourself. It takes about 15 minutes, not even about 15 minutes of your time. But I'm ready, Ruth. I'm ready to do this. I understand where you're connecting with me. I need to go ahead and open up my mouth. My mouth is my command center. My money is a servant. Money is a servant to me. Money is waiting for your command. Open up your mouth so your money start flowing. My money is flowing wherever I command it to flow. And it goes. And it comes back and bring more friends. That's how you add more commas because of your mouth. What is it that I need to do to start activating? Open up your mouth with the right sentences, and that's what's producing the right salaries. You with me? Are you with me? And it's got to be in alignment with your rhythm. Your frequency has to be in alignment. It has to connect. It has to connect, sweetheart. Okay. Write these questions down because those are your assignments for today. Say, I'm ready, Ruth. What have I learned about myself during the last 14 days? What have I learned about myself? That's a good one. What thoughts no longer serves me? What boundary have I strengthened? Right? What boundaries have you strengthened? Who am I becoming? That's a powerful one. Sit with that one maybe an extra 5 more minutes because you got to really understand who you're becoming in order to definitely shift your atmosphere. Now, write one commitment for week 3 that's happening. As a matter of fact, tomorrow. One simple action. Just write one simple action that you're going to be committing to before we hop on to week 3 of our challenge. Now, before we wrap up and close, I want you to repeat this declaration after me and repeat it with some, remove this. Your mouth is your voice box. Your words is your voice box. So repeat it out after me and repeat it with so much conviction. Say, I am becoming. I am growing. I am preparing. I trust God's timing. I trust God's process. I no longer wait in fear. I wait with expectation. I am becoming the leader my future requires. You with me? Beautiful people. Let me tell you this. Everything changes. Week 3 is called identity alignment. When it comes to your 30-day identity shift, day 15 is tomorrow. We're moving from disrupting old identities to intentionally building new ones. Who is ready to build a new identity? Not a fake one. This is going to be all authentic and truth. To intentionally build new ones, and we will talk about executive communication. I don't care if you work as an analyst or perhaps you feel like your role is I'm a server at a restaurant, Ruth. We'll talk about how to shift your current communication into executive way of communicating with confidence, decision making, how to present yourself as a leader, leadership presence, your vision. What is your purpose, Mitch? We're going to talk about that and becoming the woman God has called you to be. Until tomorrow, don't just count the days, count the growth. I'll see you for day 15 and know this to be true. You are forever guided by light. Yes, you are. And know this as well. I love you. And most importantly, the Father loves you. Until next time, friends.